Welcome back to Wake Up WA, and we're talking about successful, powerful women and how you can start in lowly places and move on to bigger and better things. We're particularly excited today because we're talking to someone who started in community TV and now is very rich and famous and exotic and travels everywhere and stuff like that. Corinne Grant joins us this morning to talk about that pathway from community TV to international superstar and, of course, the Comedy Roadshow, which is what you're here in WA for. Good morning, Corinne.
Good morning.
Very, very excited to have you here this morning. And
yes, thank you.
A lot of my footy player friends and things are very excited. Got special things to tell you, but
footy player friends. That's making me nervous.
Yes. we'll do that off air.
Yeah, right, okay.
Now, Corinne, start off by telling us about your early days in television. You started in community TV, just like us.
Yep, Channel 31 in Melbourne was where I started on a show called Under Melbourne Tonight, and I did a segment with a girl called Jenny Connolly, and everyone gets excited and goes, "Oh my God, Jennifer Connolly!" No, not Jennifer Connolly, Jenny Connolly. I should just go, yes, it was Jennifer Connolly. And we did musical songs. We do a song a week. And
musical songs? Yeah. They're the best sort.
I've got a cold. Everything's coming out all weird and wrong this morning. Yeah, we did comedy songs. I think they were normally topical things. It's about 12 years ago now. And then it became a game show, which I was just telling you in the break I completely forgot I did until I was told that I was a team captain. So apparently I did a game show. I was in my early 20s. There was a lot of drinking going on.
Good times, good times. Now, obviously you've progressed through and everyone knows you around the place now, but what do you think is so important about community television? Because here in WA, we're looking for a bit of support trying to go digital so that everyone can see us.
Yes, exactly. This is where, we then, Rove was doing a show called The Loft, and that was where he was discovered by a producer who worked at Channel 9, and we were all picked up and taken to do our own late night show on Channel 9, and really, you're just put in a room and it's just kind of assumed that you know how to find a camera and know how to roll to a break, and it's just assumed that you know how to do all of that stuff. If we hadn't had community television training first, we would have been completely at sea. It takes, as you guys know, it takes a lot of skill to make this stuff instinctive and make it look like it's all happening naturally, and that's what community television does. And community television people are everywhere. There's a lot in radio in Melbourne, technicians, there's a lot of camera people, producers. It's not just the on-air talent. It's the breeding ground for the next generation of television industry professionals.
Community television for you actually founded you and sort of made you sort of realise this is where I want to go.
Yeah, well, it gave me the skills to be able to get there. Yeah, definitely.
What were you doing before television, Corinne? What was your little stepping stone in?
Oh, I was a stand-up comedian, so I was doing stand-up around the circuit, and I was supplementing my income by being a secretary during the day.
Nice one.
Serious during the day, and then just let loose at night.
Yeah, that's right.
Now, recently you were at the Antenna Awards in Melbourne. You presented the big award, is my understanding, the big spiky thing for the...
Yeah, one of them. I think there was another really big one. No, we presented Best Female and Male Personality.
Yes, I was very disappointed that didn't get a mention there.
Best Female?
Yes, well, actually, the girl from Best Female, we hosted the Antenna Awards together 2 years ago.
Right.
Does the breakfast show on Melbourne Access. But what I wanted to know was, from what you saw there at the Antenna Awards, obviously you get a bit of a hodgepodge, a bit of a taste at the BMW Theatre on the big screen of what all the shows are about. How did it make you feel about the state of community TV in Australia?
It's just, I'm so proud of it. It's just, as an Australian, I'm just so proud that we have something like that. As far as I know, it's unique in the world, the idea of community television, and that it's, just really intriguing shows that you are never going to see on commercial television or even on our public broadcasters because they work to such a niche audience. There'll be a Korean show or there'll be a show for hearing impaired people. You're not going to see that. That's what community television is. It's television that reflects the actual communities that we live in, and and the quality of it is extraordinary. Shows just recently got picked up. Salam Cafe is now on SBS. There was a snowboarding show that's now been picked up by Foxtel. It's really high quality stuff.
Yeah, and giving the experience as well to people. So is there, obviously you've worked in both, you've started off in community and worked in commercial. Is there a main difference between the two that you found?
The other one has more money, apart from that, not really.
So
you get paid.
You get paid. Yeah.
And then other than that's pretty much nothing different.
Yeah, the equipment works a little bit more frequently. Not that much more frequently, but a little bit more frequently.
I do a bit of work for Channel 9 here in Perth, and it's not always the case that their commercial network has the gear. But look, as far as the content is concerned, I mean, and you just mentioned obviously those little niche markets now, there's some fantastic shows that get put up that, there might only be 10 people out there who really want to see it, but community TV provides that voice. I'm a bit of a believer of the needs of the one are equally as important as the needs of the many.
Yes, exactly, and that's what community television does as well. It's, you know, a place like SBS is great, but most of the shows there that are about, you know, say they've got a Korean show on, it's produced in Korea. It's there's very few shows, whereas here, if there's a show about Korean people, then it's an Australian Koreans experience, and that's what resonates with people. It's just such an invaluable channel to have.
Excellent. Now then, we'll get off that and start talking a bit more about your comedy, because that's what you're here for. How does working on TV then compare to doing stand-up?
Oh, they're vastly different. Yeah, vastly different. And it's both of them are two different skills, and I enjoy doing them for different reasons. But stand-up's wonderful because you just get to go out in front of a live audience and cut loose, and every show is different. Now, we've just come from doing shows.
I don't know if you make a mistake.
No, that's right, that's right. You can swear a lot more when you're live.
Yes.
I've got a filthy mouth.
Yes, G rating.
Yes, that's right.
Have you got a standout sort of, or a memory or a performance that you did?
Well, most recently, we just did, before we've come down to Perth, we were in Port Hedland.
Oh,
so, yeah.
Top spot.
We
go to Chicken Treat?
No, we didn't go to Chicken Treat. We did go to the McDonald's, though. We couldn't find anything else. I'd thrown a bit of a wobbly at the muffin break. I'd done a real nana thing where this 17-year-old kid had handed me this piece of slice. It was so oily it fell out of the bag. I went, that is disgusting. That is... And I went, oh, I've turned into someone's nana.
That's not what it looked like in the picture on the menu board. You lied. So, yes, Port Hedland's a lovely place, and the good thing about Hedland is then if you go to America, you don't have to go to the Grand Canyon, because you've already seen the biggest hole in the world. Hi to all my friends in Port Hedland. I've spent a lot of time in Port Hedland. It makes Karratha look absolutely beautiful.
It does.
So now you're over here travelling around as part of the Comedy Roadshow.
Yes.
Now you're in a camper van with a bunch of other people. Sounds very rock and roll. You've learnt to do the little signs and stuff. Just tell us what sort of... There you go. Demel's actually...
And what goes on?
What sort of antics do you get up to?
Yeah.
Oh, you know, we're calling this the over 30s and loving it tour.
Okay.
Damien Callanan and I have been going
in every
wineries. We've looked at historic settlements and gone to wineries. It's not nearly as
You
exciting
collected some
as
little
you
old
think.
bottles out of the glass, out of the ground, didn't you? Little glass bottles.
Yeah, Damien's getting up a nice stubby holder collection. I collect tea towels.
Tea
How
towels.
pathetic is
Tea
that?
towels. Well, there we go. That's the exotic globe-trotting life we've got to look forward to. One day when we're successful, we too can have exciting hobbies like that.
Start collecting tea towels, bottle caps.
If it's good enough for Corinne Grant, it's good enough for me. Oversized novelty coffee cups as well, Corinne.
That's great.
Strongly recommend, because you only have to make one cup in the morning.
That's right.
So the Comedy Roadshow, so you've already kicked off in Hedland, or is that...
Yes, we've done, so far we've done Margaret River, Bunbury, Geraldton, Karratha, Port Hedland. Well, technically it was actually South Hedland. I'm sure there's other towns that I'm missing out. And we've got nearly a week in Perth. We're here for 6 shows, and then we go down to Esperance and Kalgoorlie, and then it moves over to South Australia.
Beautiful. Oh, you're doing a fairly extensive set of dates in WA.
Yep.
Whereabouts are you playing in Perth?
At His Majesty's Theatre.
Oh, nice one.
Yes, it'll be beautiful. Really looking forward to that.
Spent quite a bit of money, because you've been to WA a few times before. Yeah,
I've done gigs in Perth a fair bit. I haven't come over here and done roadshows since either 99 or 2000. So it was great to go back out and, you know, get back. I cannot believe this side of the world, how I don't recognise anything at all.
It's amazing how fast it's changing.
The boom, I knew about the boom in theory, but then you see it and you just go, oh my goodness.
Wow. So is there one thing, just before we finish, that you just have to do when you come to WA?
Apparently I have to eat a hazelnut roll.
Okay.
We don't have them anywhere else.
Browns, isn't it? Hazelnut roll. Okay, I never just take those things for granted, don't you? You know, here we are living life assuming everywhere around the world's got access to hazelnut rolls.
No.
But I also thought the same thing about iced coffee chills.
I
take my iced coffee with me when I travel east now. So this is one thing to do when you come to WA.
Yeah.
A hazelnut roll. Yeah. There you go. Tourism department, get onto that one. We've got some good contacts. We might have to come and see the real thing and hazelnut roll in the ad. Look. Do you like Perth? Just tell us, quickly, how much you love WA.
It's lovely. It's beautiful. I can't quite explain. You have different sky over here. It's just, your horizons are further away. Oh, yes, and it's cleaner. Yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah, it is. It's a very pretty city, Perth.
If we could just teach people in Perth how to drive, it would be the best city in the world, wouldn't it?
We have the worst route. I'm one of them.
Oh, no. Are you?
Yes,
right. Okay,
yes,
when I leave here today, I'll make sure I'm in front of you.
Watch out for the old grey Beamer.
Yeah, okay.
Dodgy. Corinne, look, have a great time. Where can people... You got a website for the Comedy Roadshow or something?
I think you could probably jump onto the Melbourne International Comedy Festival website, or I'm sure His Majesty's has got one. If you just Google Roadshow, something will pop up.
No, I googled
Or your
Corinne
name.
Grant, but there's
All these,
3,475,000 pages, and there's
Oh,
even
really?
a couple where they haven't photoshopped your... No, let's not go there. G rating again. Now, Corinne, one thing I wanted to ask you, a big favour. It's Tuesday. We do our Tuesday morning quiz. Can you hang around and be a quiz contestant for us?
Of course, I'm well known for my general knowledge.
Yeah.
Yes, I heard you know quite a lot about generals. Army brats, you see. Look, tell you what, if you want Corinne Grant to play for you in today's Tuesday morning quiz, get on the phone, SMS through 0403 80 688 89 or something. It was on the screen before. Your name and your suburb. We need one more person to take part in the quiz. Corinne Grant may be your quiz rep, and you could win yourself a dinner at Gala Restaurant in Applecross. Lunch, sorry, dinner, whatever. Corinne, thank you so much. We'll see you back in just a moment for the Tuesday morning quiz. Round of applause for Corinne Grant, everybody. Woo! We've got a studio audience of no one. And look, thanks for joining us, and have a great fun with the Comedy Roadshow. We'll see you back in a moment. We'll see you in 90 seconds. Go grab yourself a coffee. You don't want to miss a minute of this. You're on Wake Up WA.